to Cooking with Carly. Today is Dr. Seuss week, so we're going to be making green eggs and ham, inspired by the Dr. Seuss book, Green Eggs and Ham. So today to make green eggs and ham, we are going to need 1 egg, milk, blue food coloring, butter, ham, any kind works, and optional if you want to add flavor to your eggs, salt and pepper. Some supplies that we're going to need: a small bowl or cup for mixing the egg, a fork, some measuring spoons, specifically a tablespoon and a teaspoon, a frying pan, a spatula, I prefer rubber but any kind works, a butter knife, and if you have ham that needs to be cut, a knife and a cutting board for cutting your ham, and lastly a plate to put your food on. And you will also need access to a stove. Prepared cleanly, so get some soap, really scrub all the germs and dirt off your hands, rinse them off, and make sure that they're dry at the end. Alright, so what you're going to do next is you're going to take your egg, you're going to crack it. I like to just tap it lightly on the counter until you can see the crack, and you're going to crack it into your little cup or bowl. And you're just going to peel the edges gently so it cracks. And because raw eggs can sometimes have diseases, you should always wash your hands after using raw egg. Alright, now that you have washed your hands to kill the germs of the raw eggs, you're just going to take your egg, and using your fork, you're just going to stir your egg so that then the yellow part, which is called the yolk, and the egg whites, which is the clear stuff, are mixed together. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to get your tablespoon and your milk, doesn't matter what kind of milk, just any kind of milk. You're just going to pour a tablespoon of milk. I recommend doing this over the sink just in case your tablespoon overflows and you don't want to make a mess. And you won't need your tablespoon anymore, so you can put that in the dishwasher or sink or wherever. Then you're going to stir your milk and egg mixture together until it is just like a light yellow. Next, what you're going to do is you're only going to put in 1 drop of blue food coloring, because when the blue mixes with the yellow, it turns green to make your green eggs. Just 1 drop. Don't put any more or else it will appear blue. And you can mix your egg mixture together. And next, what you're going to do, this is optional, you can take a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper just to add flavor. You don't have to, but it does taste really good if you do this. And I recommend doing this over a paper towel just in case you spill a little bit like I just did. And then you can mix that up. Alright, so next up, what we're going to do is we are going to put a little bit of butter into our pan on the stove. So you're just going to take a little bit of butter. It doesn't have to be measured. I'd say about this much. Keep slipping, about this much. Just going to put it in the pan. Then this part you might need help from a parent with, because it does involve heat and cooking. So what you're going to do is you're just going to turn the stove on to about medium heat and wait for the butter to melt a little bit. Alright, so once the butter is melted, you can use your spatula to kind of spread around the pan to create a non-stick coating so your eggs can come out of the pan without sticking to the pan. And now we are going to pour our egg mixture into the pan. Might sizzle a little bit, mine didn't, but some might. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lightly just take it and you're just gonna like separate it from the sides because we're making scrambled eggs today. And you're just gonna keep the eggs moving so then you can get that nice scramble in the egg. Remember to do this very lightly and just like try to get the eggs off of the side of the pan because it tends to cook faster over there. And just keep it moving because you don't want it to like be flat and you don't want them to burn. And remember to be careful because the pan is very hot right now and there is a flame under the pan, so just be careful, and if you need an adult to help you with this, feel free to ask your parents. And also, you might want to flip your eggs with your spatula and just keep them moving constantly and just try to break up the bigger clumps of eggs. Once your eggs look like this, you could turn off the flame and put them onto your plate using your spatula to scoop it on. And just push them over so then you have some room for your ham. Last step is your ham. So if you have pre-sliced ham, then that's perfect. Just put on your plate and you're done. But if you have ham like this that's not pre-cut, what you're gonna do is you could just cut off a little bit with the knife. If you need help using a knife, go to a parent and just cut it into small pieces so you can enjoy it with your eggs. And just put it on your plate to enjoy with your eggs. And you are done. There you go, green eggs and ham. Enjoy.